Who would be the best to talk about time travel? Besides Einstein.
Oh, I was definitely gonna say totally Einstein.
How about Nostradamus? Can you bring him in real quick?
Ooh, good one. Yeah, he comes in like, okay, so I'm gonna listen for a minute. So wait, what's your question? How did he time travel?
Just talk about time travel, like how he perceived time and all that, and how he did what he did.
Well, it's not time travel at all. He says it's believing that something is available to you, to expand in the awareness of it, to have the awareness, like to be there and be aware, fully aware.
So what did he give up in order to tap into that?
That's crazy that you're saying that, because he was literally talking about, like, answering that question before you asked. Like he said, self-emptying again. Same thing that Buddha said, like well, he didn't say the words self-emptying, but he showed the act of. So if removing awareness of self-reference gives you the all awareness. And for him, it was by like he's showing like an adoration for like the universe and belief, like a natural knowing that information is available.
How did he come with that information subconsciously is what I want to know.
Being influenced by feeling. And he's saying like it's like the more the outside world tried to rule him or tell him who he was or how to be, he knew that that was unnatural. And he's showing like the world around him, societal norms and what's accepted and things like that. And just having a deeper knowing of that being natural and inauthentic, because it occludes, he says, like what you can see, and it's like going, like making it smaller and smaller, so then you can only see a teeny tiny fractal of experiencing the awareness created. When you sort of like leave behind all of the self-knowing, you project like there's a projection of awareness, like a trajectory. There's an allowance and then a trajectory. So it's similar to, it is astral travel to a point of awareness.
So he was astral traveling.
Yeah, and he's saying being like you hit the target point of awareness, and then now expansion in that point of view is awareness then, right?
Did you have control of where you were going and what point in time?
He's like, ooh, this guy's good, asking the good questions. So yes and no. He's saying like, yes, by his own deeply embedded like desires of like what he wants for the world, but no, because no matter what, you are still a part of a collective. You're never independent. So you still are affected by whatever's around you. The way you feel and where and how you project is impressed upon because of like everything going on around you as well. So for him, it's like he's showing like he never settled for what is. That's interesting. He's saying like, I never settled for what is, because I knew that there was more than what I was just physically witnessing, even consciously witnessing. Super consciously, you can witness whatever you want. Subconsciously, you're also witnessing, but it's ingrained through belief. So he's talking about like conscious, like super consciousness, and then subconscious.
So was he a medium?
And more, he says.
Okay. Did he keep that quiet?
Yes, like he's saying like it wasn't accepted or something in his time. Like he's showing like zipped lips. But it's like he had a refusal, and this is like somehow he's like linking to Einstein. with this, and also Alan, maybe they all had this in common, a refusal to accept what is, because there's an underlying knowing that there's more than what you're perceiving.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And you know that through feeling it, you can feel it. Like people feel catastrophe, people feel great expansion, like abundance or whatever, before it happens. So he's saying, like, I encourage you, if you're going to listen to anything, listen to what feelings are trying to have a voice.
What would he call himself the master of?
Ooh, contemplation. It's like getting in that contemplative state of openness, like opening for like the astral projection. I really just see him, he's like showing like just contemplative, like being in a contemplative state.
Okay. Now, did he remember the first time he started astral projecting, and like, was he scared, or did he know what was going on?
He's showing like boyhood, he says. He was showing like boyhood, having experienced like recollections that nobody else was like could recollect. Like he's showing like sharing recollections with family and other people not having that experience, when he felt like it was like a natural memory. It's almost kind of going, well, hey mom, do you remember when? And your mom's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And him realizing that was his own experience. But again, like, I don't know if I've said this, I think I have, like a dodecahedron, like the remembrance is expansion and contraction at the same time, but the contraction isn't a stop mechanism. It's expansion, it's contraction within the expanded field. So you literally go deeper into the already expanded field. I wish I knew how to like animate ribbons of light so I could show you like what he's showing. It's like sort of like a double-ended thing, right? It's closed, so it's kind of like rounded in the middle or wider in the middle, but it comes to a point on each side, like a cone on each side. And in the middle, those cones can come together like a sphere, but they sort of collapse and then expand the other way. So the contraction expands, it collapses in the expanded field, but it expands within that expansion. I'm getting all tongue-tied here. It's like contraction collapses in the already expanded field, furthering the expansion. It's a momentum building mechanism.
Join our community. You can like and subscribe to this channel to stay in the loop with more content as we share more information. Also, join me online. My website is kimberly-ray.com, and you can find me on social media across the board. Join our community online at kimberly-ray.com. Feel free to submit your questions and join our retreats. We have retreats all around the world every year, throughout the year. Also, if you'd like a one-on-one session, connect with your loved ones, you can join me online as well. Social media across the board, find me on Facebook and Instagram as well. And as always, take good care of yourself and take care of each other. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.